Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children 18 plus, you are tuned in to the Loan Officer Podcast with me, Dustin Owen, and my main man,
JC.
John Coleman.
Dio, what is popping?
Bro, you have it so freaking hot in here today. Those lights are on fire.
These LED lights are no joke.
Holy cow.
You know, I got it from that last episode, and like my undershirt was like soaked. I still wear undershirts, by the way.
Do you?
All the time.
Yeah, I can't do
I
it.
wear undershirts with polos, and people look at me like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I haven't graduated yet. I still can't rock V-necks either.
I could do, especially post 75 hard.
You think you could?
I'll rock a good V-neck.
You think?
But I can't do undershirts because they like bunch up in my armpits.
Yeah.
So because of that, I purposefully try not to wear any white dress shirts because white dress shirts require me to wear a white undershirt. Yeah. And I'm very fortunate, or like I have this white linen button down. Mm-hmm. There's no way you can wear white linen without some kind of an undershirt. And I also get very lucky that I don't get those like nasty pit stains that so many other people get.
That's why I talk like this. I don't raise my arm.
Is that why?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you wear like secret plus you wear right guard.
You know what?
Plus you have like the spray.
Nope. That's bad for you because they have aluminum in it. You know what you need? The best deodorant? Baking soda and water. Not making it up. Aja makes this paste. You put it on. It's odorless. It doesn't smell, but you won't smell either for like 3 days. Not joking.
I've been wearing Lady Secret since I was probably 17 years old. Yeah. I used to steal my older sisters. Yeah. And I was like, this stuff's legit. My mom used to buy me the right guard gel. I was like, that's gross.
Oh, the gel when it's squeezed out.
Gross.
Oh, this is nasty.
Yeah. No, Secret's my jam.
That's what's up. I love me some Bath & Body Works too.
Okay.
Full disclosure, as you would say.
Full disclosure.
Yeah, back in high school, I would use the soaps, the glycerin soaps and lotions.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I like anything with cocoa butter in it.
Cocoa butter?
Yeah, I need it thick.
That's your jam.
Yeah, I need something thick. Well, I have real, like dry skin by nature.
You're a hard worker, Dio.
I am a hard worker. Yeah. Yes. I'm pretty good at yard work.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. I get my hands roughed up.
You do.
I go to the gym a little bit here and there.
You go to the gym, you show off, you post it online. Look at my abs. Look at me.
Have I posted look at my abs?
It's a joke, and that was a segue into our topic for today.
Okay, like once I posted with my shirt off.
You did.
But that was like a motivation for 75 hard.
That was like 50 pounds later, though, too.
Yeah. It was a nice before and after.
But not yet.
Yeah.
But not.
Yeah. I still go to that one sometimes when, because I'm about 10 pounds heavier than I was back then. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
It's motivation.
Yeah.
That's motivation. Yeah, no, today's episode. Couldn't kick it off for us. What are we going to talk about today, John?
Today's episode is websites and social media. Do they matter?
Websites and social media. Look, I'm like wiping sweat off my brow.
Make it quick, bro.
Yeah, this is legit going to be a 25-minute episode. We're going to slide right through this thing.
Okay.
So this is a very interesting topic because you have to understand where I come from.
Right.
I come from a place where I have built a personal book of business that put me in the top 1% of my profession without ever needing a website and without ever needing social media.
What?
I have coached dozens of top producers. I'm talking men and women who make more than heart surgeons. And they, in order to achieve their success, did not need a website, nor did they need social media. I'm not here to tell you don't need a website, and I'm not here to tell you that you don't need social media. What I want to talk about today is when it matters and why it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
If you're willing to listen.
Okay.
Some people, hey, guess what? Tune out right now.
Yeah.
Tune out. You know what? Don't like us. Don't share us. Don't go follow us on Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn or TikTok. By the way, we're at the Loan Officer Podcast. Do not even try to go to like Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Play or Stitcher and give us a thumbs up or share it to your friends and colleagues, right? Because we may not talk about what you want to hear.
Right.
And by all means, do not go to YouTube at the Loan Officer Podcast. And don't even try to subscribe. I don't even want to see your comments because you're not going to like what I'm getting ready to say.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay?
Yeah.
By the way, do not send me a message on LinkedIn telling me that you don't like this. I gave you the opportunity to say, you know what, Dio, this episode's not for me.
Oh, wow.
For everyone else, if you made it this far, let me tell you what I mean, John.
Okay, please do,
Let
because
me
I'm
tell
curious.
you what I mean, because I kind of have, I have a little bit of substance. I have a little bit of knowledge. I have a little bit of life experience and successes that I want to pull from. Like, I don't just make this shit up. Right? No, this is just based on life experiences, based on things that I know and see. I'm going to be the first to admit, companies like LendingTree, companies like bankrate.com, they make a living lead generating online and selling those leads to lenders. Rocket Mortgage does a fantastic job of lead generating, utilizing television ads, radio ads, as well as internet website marketing, SEO, Google Click, the whole 9 yards. Better.com does the same exact thing, and I'm sure so does Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, Citi, etc., all the big banks. I'm not necessarily talking to those CMOs, chief marketing officers, or CTOs, chief technology officers. No, I'm talking to that street originator, that man or woman who is going out and they're trying to be the local market expert. They want to be an advisor to their clients. They want to shape or increase the financial literacy rate in the United States, one home buyer at a time, one homeowner at a time. These are the people that I'm tuning into, because these are the people, by the way, we collectively can impact our country with the greatest magnitude versus really anyone else, with the exception of probably teachers. Right? You know, your teachers definitely have a much greater role in shaping the future. And before teachers, parents. Like, come on. Like, at the end of the day, it comes down to parenting. But when it comes to financial literacy, I'm gonna say, and I stole this from Dave Savage, but I agree with Dave. It's on us, LOs. So this episode, when I'm talking right now that, hey, John, I don't think you need a website to get started. I don't think you need social media to get started. Let me tell you what I mean. Okay, first and foremost, a website, in my experience, by the way, rest in peace, Colin Powell. Colin Powell had a saying, I'm going to butcher it, but like, you know how some of us say, in my opinion? Like, in my humble opinion? He was in my humble experiences. Hey, I'm not going to give you my opinion. I'm going to speak based on my experiences. So in my humble experiences, R.I.P. Colin. Is Colin or Colin? It's Colin Powell. I always think of colon as a butthole. So I just want to try to call him Colin, because I feel like if I call him colon, I was calling him a butthole. But nonetheless, rest in peace, Colin Powell. In my humble experiences, a website needs to be your store frontage. A website needs to be when Randy the realtor refers me to her buyer, that when that buyer wants to cross-check Randy's recommendation, they can find me. They can see my smiling face, my contact information, and a little bit about me called my bio. When a past client, for whatever reason, can't find my contact information, but they remembered my name, they need to be able to search Dustin Owen and hope that DustinOwen.com pops up, my LinkedIn profile pops up, or my Facebook business page pops up. Right? I need to have that so that it's kind of a way to like legitimatize myself. That's why I need a website. A website's also something that's fantastic, and most employers should provide you with a website that attaches with your LOS, so that if I had a great conversation with a potential home buyer and they would prefer to do things at night when they are at home with their spouse, I could say, hey, go to my website, DustinOwen.com. And in the middle of the page, you'll see, click here to apply. Hit apply now. It'll take you to a secure site, and then you can go ahead and fill out the necessary information. My team will then create a file. I'll give you a call the next day to review. I need a website for that. But unless I'm in the top 0.5% of market tiers and I have experience in successes lead generating via a website, I have no business even venturing into a website for the purpose of lead generation. Now, there are some people, like right now, I'm talking to 2 recruits, one in Houston, Texas, right? And one down in West Palm Beach, Florida. Both of these gentlemen have a background in lead generating via Google Click, via SEO, via Facebook ads. And both of these gentlemen have proven success with like really nice tax returns. And they're talking to me about how they want to enter the mortgage space, and this is how they plan to lead generate. Okay, someone like that, I may put an asterisk next to their name and say, hey, let's carve this out. You obviously know something about what you're doing, but even the one, even the one who's like mad impressive, because he's done this not once but twice in other industries, and now he's coming to the mortgage industry to do it. He's the first to say that he's going to lead generate buyer leads, not mortgage leads, use those buyer leads to forge relationships with local realtors, because he recognizes that the best referral he can get is a referral from a realtor. It's not necessarily a lead that he procures via some kind of a internet website, Facebook marketing.
It's bait fish to catch the other bigger fish.
Yes.
Right.
Yep. So just, I want to throw that caveat out there, but understand where I'm coming from.
Are there individuals, like if the loan officers that are entering the industry, is that one of the first things they need? I need a website. And then once I have a website, people are just going to find me online.
That's a great question, because we always look for muses, right? Like, what's our muse? What's our motivation to do this episode? That's the motivation. Because I through this podcast, and also through my affiliation with Waterstone Mortgage and the Mortgage Bankers Association, I get an opportunity to interact with a lot of mortgage professionals, some at the highest of the C-suites, and some that are still weeks away from being licensed. And I hear a lot of times from the people that are newly licensed or they're getting licensed, oh my gosh, I need to get on and get my Facebook page built. I get my website built. I need to. And I'm like, no, slow your roll. No, you don't. No, you don't.
But how are they going to find me if I don't have a website?
No. You need to get out there. You need to do the 12-week challenge. You need to get belly to belly, face to face with referral sources, realtors, builders, CPA, financial advisors, divorce attorneys, HR managers. You need to get one with your community, and you need to become your local market expert. You do that by working your circle of influence. You do that by then leveraging your circle's circle, right? If your circle was 30 people, but each of them had 30 other people, there's over 900 people at your disposal that you should be getting out there and just building real relationships. You should be reading books and watching YouTube videos about how you can forge better relationships, right? Listen to some of the podcast episodes that we have on scripting, on calling on realtors. And you need to get out there and you need to figure out how to bring in 15 to 25 leads a month, the old-fashioned way, so that you can close your 4 to 6 loans per month. And then along that way, you should have at least a website that is a placeholder. It's somewhere that you can send someone to do an online application. It's somewhere that when someone Google searches you, it pops up and there's some information about you, including your contact information.
Yeah.
Facebook business pages. You ready for this one?
Yes, I am.
You have a little bit of experience with this.
Just a tad.
Yeah, just a tad, because you're not just a podcast host.
No, I'm not.
Right? You're just not JC from TLOP.
Yeah. I also help help loan officers throughout the Florida region at Waterstone with their social media and video marketing efforts.
You do. Yeah. Yep. And something that we teach loan officers is, first and foremost, a Facebook business page is necessary.
Yes.
Because it's a great place to house reviews. Reviews are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
Right? Like companies like, I think it's Bird Eye.
Yeah, Bird Eye.
Is a great service. Experience.com is another good service that you can subscribe to. You should be getting reviews as loan officers.
Yeah.
When you go out and you procure those 20 leads that turn into 5 closings, all 5 of those people, you should have done such a great job that you should be asking them to go and review you. Whether they're doing so on your website, whether they're doing so on your Facebook business page, you're utilizing services like experience.com or Bird Eye, you definitely need reviews.
Right.
But again, you're talking right now to someone, John, who at one point on my Zillow page, I had like 60 reviews and 59 were 5 stars.
Oh, wow. So you must have been crushing it then.
1 loan.
Whoa.
3 inquiries, 1 loan were ever closed because someone found me. So imagine this. If you're listening, do you have 60 Zillow reviews?
Damn.
Some people are like, hell yeah, I got 260.
Okay.
Cool. High five.
Yeah.
Most don't. And even with 60, that wasn't a source of business for me, right? That 1 loan that closed was one of 144 that we closed that year.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't even 1%. It was closer to like 0.63% of all the loans that I closed that year came from that 1 lead source.
Wow.
So I couldn't even consider that a true like bucket of business or silo as we call them. But I do need to have reviews because, again, when Randy the realtor, right, or Bob the builder, yes, you can. When Bob the builder refers me and his people want to cross-check his referral, they need to see that I'm a real person, that I am a professional, that I have experience, and people have said good things about me. So you need to have a Facebook business page for that reason. And it needs to be professional. You need to have your contact information on there, and you need to be posting something to it. Now, your posts should be placeholders. Again, no one's going to do business with you solely because they found you arbitrarily on your Facebook business page.
That's absolutely correct.
But John, what do you help your loan officers do with their Facebook business pages?
Right. So once you set up a Facebook business page and you get it up to 100 likes, which should be fairly easy, utilizing your personal Facebook page, you're able to run targeted ads. So imagine you have a book of business, you have a Rolodex, you have an Excel sheet full of contacts, full of leads, full of just past clients, whatever, realtors, anybody in your network. You can upload that Excel spreadsheet to Facebook and run what they like to call targeted ads. So instead of just kind of doing a shotgun approach where you kind of market to everybody and Lord knows who's going to see your content, you can send very specific targeted content, targeted ads to the people within your database. So they're only seeing, you're getting your message directly to the people who need to see it.
Yeah, it's powerful. So like what I heard is strangers will not be doing business with me, but there is a great opportunity by having a Facebook business page, if I have 100 likes, that I can run targeted ads to my past clients. I can run targeted ads to the 200 realtors that I've met over the past 3 years. I can run targeted ads to the people who like my page and friends of them. Right? Because that's the whole like 7 degrees of separation of Kevin Bacon, right? Like I can run ads to at least people who know me or know of me. And in that way, it's less of a consumer direct. It's more of a database reminder. Hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm a lender. Hey, I can help you.
And also what it allows you to do, it allows you to curate the content and make it much more specific to that audience. So rather than kind of send out a generic video that says, hey, I'm a LO, come talk to me. If you're sending out specifically to your realtors, maybe you can talk about some new products, programs, or guidelines that might click with realtors. If you're sending it to past consumers, you can talk about maybe refis or rates, et cetera. So it really allows you to be flexible with your messaging.
Yeah. So you need to have a Facebook business page. But even that is a placeholder. And if you're new or newer to the industry, or maybe you've been in the industry, but you're still average to below average in terms of your production, meaning you're not closing 4 or 5 or 6 loans a month that you self-sourced, I'm going to tell you, a website, you spending time on your website, you going beyond what your company provides you, if it's more than 2 hours, you're wasting your time. You should spend 2 hours looking at the layout, making sure the right photo, the right bio, and the right contact information. Sure. Make sure your online application link works. Sure. But after that 2 hours, that's like set it and forget it. You should forget it until you figure out how to close 4, 5, or even 6 self-sourced loans per month. Same thing goes with the Facebook business page. You need to have it set up because you need a way for clients to review you and for your reviews to show up. You need a way to get 100 likes. So eventually when you have a circle of influence, when you have a Rolodex of realtors, when you have past clients, you can get with someone like John Coleman if your company provides one, or try to figure out how you two can be like John Coleman. And you can upload an Excel spreadsheet to Facebook where you run targeted ads to a certain select list of people. Like, sure, but even that, not until you do 4, 5, or 6 loans. Here's where I do like Facebook, John.
Okay, where's that?
On my personal page. Where I am Dustin Owen, the individual. Right? Dustin, who's been married for 19 years, who has 2 kids, who loves the Atlanta Braves. You know, who is maybe going to consider picking up golf again after not playing for 20 years.
Definitely should.
Who really misses going to the casinos, but COVID's really screwed that up. You know, like, you don't know if I am blue, red, or purple, right? You don't know which way I vote. You don't know, I stay very neutral, and I stay neutral for many reasons. But one, it's like, no, I just want people to know me and see me. And I like to connect with people. It's called the social network. I want to network on my social media site. That's what I want to do. I want to befriend people that I want to get to know better. I want to like and comment on things that they post about. I want to do a little bit of Facebook stalking to see if they truly are someone that I want to do business with. And then maybe I even want to use that little fancy tool that they call Messenger as a way to reach out, introduce myself, say, thank you for connecting with me. I love following your post. I love following your content. I'm a lender. You're a realtor. I'd love to get together with you to discuss working together. I'd love to share with you how I can help you close 3 more homes a year. I'd love to find out how I could help you achieve your sales goals for this year, whatever the case may be. I can do that on my personal page. And here's something else I want to do on my personal page. I want to post daily.
Yep.
And I want to run this cadence. 1 for every 3. 1 work-related post for every 3 that aren't work-related, right? So I was just offshore fishing a couple of weeks ago. Bingo, I can post about that. That's my 1 post for the day. The next day I went to a UCF game. Bingo, I can post about being at a UCF game. The next day, maybe I just found something that was funny. I shared it. I posted it, whatever the case may be. That's 3 non-work related. Maybe on the 4th post, I can post something like, totally had a blast at the National Mortgage Bankers Conference in San Diego. It was so great to connect with my fellow mortgage colleagues throughout the country. That's work related. I'm reminding my sphere what I do for a living. I'm in the mortgage industry. But nowhere on there did I vomit them my sales pitch or vomit on them my value proposition.
Right.
So rinse, repeat, right? The next post may be about my daughter's upcoming dance performance, right? The next episode may be me complaining about Luke Jackson giving up a 3-run bomb in the 8th inning when I was actually at the game.
Yes.
But then as my cadence comes back, it's been 3 non-work related, time for a work related. I just got off the phone with the sweetest couple buying their first home. Days like this is what makes me excited to continue doing what I do for a living.
Now that once, that's awesome that you didn't say, look, I got the best rates, call me now, or hey, loan. Yeah, there's ways to sell without sounding like a sales person.
So I can conduct my business, rookie loan officers, average to below average producing loan officers. I can get on my IG or my Facebook accounts or my LinkedIn accounts, and I can by all means connect with people. And I can by all means try to schedule appointments with people. I can like what they're doing. I can comment, but I didn't need a business page to do that. I didn't need a website to do that. I already had that going on for me. Now I may have to go through and scrub some of the stuff I used to post, right? But maybe I listen to a podcast like this and it's like, hey, maybe I need to be neutral. Maybe I need to start a whole nother page.
Right.
If you have some things back from when you were less neutral.
Have there does every loan officer, like loan officers, do they just kind of, do most loan officers have a Facebook business page, what do you think, or do they just utilize their personal and kind of just intermix the two?
I think everyone has not everyone, I think a large percentage have a Facebook business page. I don't think they know why. I do not think like they know why. And there's many who don't have, that aren't active on Facebook, and then they're like, oh, I need a Facebook business page. I keep on hearing Facebook.
Right.
And I want to tell them, anyone who closes business via Facebook, they're doing so because they use that as a networking site. Instead of going to the bar, instead of going to the happy hour, instead of going to the luncheon, instead of going to the caravan, they're just going to Facebook, right? It's worked for Gwen in Idaho and Sue in Fort Walton Beach. It's worked for Dan in Maryland. It's worked for Mike in Orlando. Like across the board, professionals are using these social media networking sites to network with other like-minded individuals. And look, I threw something out there that maybe I want to take back. I suggest you stay neutral because that's what works for me. That's honestly who I try to be as a person, right? Like I live by the saying that say nothing and be thought the fool. Open your mouth and remove all doubt. I understand for me, I haven't done what I would say the 100 hours required research to have an opinion on many items. And like Colin Powell, I don't prefer to have opinions. I prefer to have experiences. So if I haven't experienced something, I don't feel like I can really speak to it. Right. It's a little PSA for the children who are still tuning in.
There you go.
But look, if you want to run your business to where you only work with people that are just like you, okay, high five, bro. Not what I suggest, right? But if you want to have polarizing content on your social media pages, whether it's left, whether it's right, whether it's upside down, inside out, or inverted, then you can. But man, I try to be an equal opportunity employer, an equal opportunity lender, and I want to help all people. You want to buy a house, I want to help you. You need advice, I want to give it to you, especially if it's on something that I have experience in.
Right.
If it's something I have experience in, like, I don't know, building a electric car, can't really give you that advice.
Right.
But if it's around personal finance, real estate, mortgages, I can probably help you out. Budgeting,
Nice.
that's probably right up my alley.
Yeah.
Atlanta Braves baseball,
All day.
yeah.
Prediction. Who do you think's going to win? And then how
Braves
many
in
get-
6.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Braves in 6.
And this is an actual prediction because the games haven't started yet. So we can harken back to this episode and we can take this clip out and you can insert it on all your social media platforms. And that's a double. That's
Okay, so we're going to timestamp this. Right now, it is 4:52 Eastern Standard on Tuesday, October 26th. Game 1 starts in approximately like 3.5 hours.
Okay. So it's before
3.5 hours is game 1.
We put our bets in, got our bets in.
Yeah, this episode might not actually...
It'll be next week.
It'll be next week.
Yeah. What if they sweep?
It'll be over.
No, it won't.
The World Series starts today.
I know.
and
Would
it
they play
ends
every night? They play every day?
Yes.
They don't take days off in between?
They go Tuesday, Wednesday, off on Thursday,
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Okay.
off on Monday,
Okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday. So unless you drop this episode on Tuesday, it may be over.
Okay.
If you drop this next Tuesday, it'll be over.
If I drop this next Tuesday and the Braves win, something tells me we're not going to be recording that week. Because you're going to be
we
happy.
will be.
I know it was a joke, Dustin.
We will be.
I know it was a joke.
Yeah. Now, granted, you and I are laying down some tracks. We normally try to record on Mondays and Thursdays, right? Record Monday, drop Tuesday, record Thursday, drop Friday.
Yeah.
But with travel schedule, it gets a little bit wanky, right? Like we were gone for 3 or 4 days in San Diego. We had to like work ahead, then play catch up.
Yeah.
And we have our annual Florida sales rally that's going to be at a hotel on a beach resort for the next 3 days. Then I am taking moms and dad and my sister to Atlanta, and the 4 of us are going to go to game 4, and we're going to watch game 5 from the Battery, which is like the entertainment district right by. So you and I are working ahead.
Yeah.
So we normally don't try to work this far ahead, but we are, and we are for good reasons.
Yes.
So I threw the projection out
There
there.
you did. You made it real.
Now, Vegas is against me. Vegas is favoring the Astros. But look, I'm a homer.
Yeah.
I'm an eternal optimist. My glass is always 3/4 full.
Especially when it comes to the Atlanta Braves.
Especially when it comes to Atlanta Braves. But hey, that is honestly that's all I want to do on that. Like I think we covered
you got it.
website, social media. We got in the point of why you need reviews and why I don't think if you're entering into this business or if you're not yet closing 4, 5, and 6 transactions a month that you are self-generating and self-sourcing, do not worry about your website. Do not worry about a Facebook business page. Right? Worry more about getting belly to belly and face to face with referral sources and building long-term. I'm talking they last years, maybe even decades, relationships with people in your community who can refer you home buyers and homeowners who need home loans.
Well said.
That's your first priority. Unless you're coming into the industry where you've already dominated in a different industry and you feel like you have the secret sauce. You have caught lightning in a bottle. You know the secret potion. Okay, I'd call you an anomaly and I would still warn you, just like I did the 2 gentlemen that I'm looking to onboard here at Waterstone. Hey, man, I want to support you. I want to show you the mortgage industry.
Right.
I want to be your support system, right? I want to see this work. But I have my trepidations.
Right.
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic, and they both have experience. If you don't have experience, man, stay away from it. Stay away from it. Hey, if you have any questions or comments as it pertains to this particular topic, hit us up in the YouTube comments. It's a great place to comment. Go ahead and reach out to me via LinkedIn. LinkedIn's an easy way. Some of the things that you may ask may be better for JC. JC does not like giving out his contact information, jcoleman@waterstonmortgage.com. But John may be able to help you with some of the things, especially if it's just like navigating at a very high level. At a very high level, navigating how to actually utilize a Facebook business page for running targeted ads. But please keep in mind, on top of producing this show, trying to build TLOPonline.com, John also has 45 loan officers that he has to support when it comes to helping them create video content so that they can market to their database, market to their realtors, and post on their social platforms.
Shout out LOs.
shout out to the LOs. But his name is John Coleman. My name is Dustin Owen. That is all the time we have for you for this episode. But if you keep tuning in and you keep liking us and you keep sharing it, we'll keep doing what we're doing, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.